A breakthrough can change the economy twice. First, when it works. Then again, when it becomes cheap enough for everyone else to use. That second change can be just as important as the first. Welcome to Synthetic Politics. In 1908, Ford introduced the Model T. It was not the first automobile. It was not even the first car ordinary people had seen. But it helped reveal something important about how new technologies actually spread. At launch, a Model T cost more than $800. That put it beyond the reach of many families. The car worked. The technology was real. But the economics had not caught up yet. Then Ford changed how cars were made. Production became more standardized. Workers specialized in smaller parts of the process. The moving assembly line dramatically cut the time needed to assemble a chassis. Factories produced more cars. Experience accumulated. Costs fell. By the mid-1920s, versions of the Model T were selling for less than $300. The automobile had not been invented again. The economics of producing one had changed. That distinction matters. A technology can be useful long before it becomes economical at scale. And once the cost falls far enough, entirely new groups of people can begin using it. That creates another chain reaction. More buyers, more production, more roads, more repair shops, more gas stations, more competition, more reasons to improve the product. The breakthrough starts spreading into uses that previously weren't practical. Economists have names for parts of this process. Economies of scale. Learning by doing. But the basic principle is simple. Making more of something can sometimes make each unit cheaper. Getting better at making it can push the price lower still. Scale creates experience. Experience can create efficiency. Efficiency can lower prices. And lower prices can create new demand. And that brings us to artificial intelligence. AI systems are becoming more capable. At the same time, access to that capability is getting cheaper. And we can measure the difference. Stanford's AI index tracked how much it cost for models to reach the same level of performance on a widely used benchmark. In late 2022, that level of performance cost about $20 per million tokens. Less than 2 years later, 7 cents. That's a decline of more than 280 times. The performance threshold hadn't changed. The price of reaching it had, and the same broader trend is appearing elsewhere. Competition between model providers is increasing. Chips are improving. Smaller models are becoming useful for tasks that once required much larger systems. Developers are finding more efficient ways to run them. None of this tells us where AI ultimately leads, but it changes the economics of what people can try. An AI tool that costs too much to use thousands of times a day may stay interesting but limited. The same capability at a fraction of the cost may become practical. A business process that makes no economic sense when every AI request is expensive may suddenly become worth automating. A small company may gain access to capabilities that once required a much larger technology budget. But cheaper AI does not mean using AI becomes free. Businesses still have to integrate it. They need reliable data. They have to evaluate the results. And in many applications, people still need to supervise what the system does. Falling model costs don't eliminate every other cost. They change which ideas become economically worth trying. That is one of the quiet forces behind technological diffusion. Sometimes the breakthrough gets all the attention, but falling costs help determine how many people can actually build with it. The automobile became far more accessible when it stopped being a luxury for a relatively small group of buyers. Computing spread as access moved from specialized institutions toward ordinary businesses and households. Artificial intelligence may be moving through its own version of that process now. We don't know how far costs will fall. We don't know which applications will become valuable. And we shouldn't assume cheaper AI automatically means better outcomes. But history gives us a useful question to watch. Not just, what can this technology do? Ask, what becomes worth doing when this technology gets cheap enough? Because sometimes a breakthrough changes the world when it arrives. And sometimes it changes the world again when the price falls. If this exploration was useful, Hit like and subscribe to Synthetic Politics. Keep watching what changes. We'll keep looking at why.